Good morning. To administration, board members, parents, family, and of course, the graduates. Can we give the graduates another hand? Okay. I was asked to speak to the 8th grade. Okay, somebody said 9th grade, okay. So I know who I'm speaking to. So I'm just going to let you know I'm not going to stand behind the podium. We'll move around a little bit. You may hear some occasional music. Whatever I need to do to get through to them, that's what I'm going to do. Is that all right with y'all? My topic is encouraged to face tomorrow. And I'm just going to put tomorrow over there because we're going to refer to that a few times. Encouraged to face tomorrow. Let me break down that title real fast. Encouraged. Encouraged means to inspire, to boost, to push, to energize. That's what encouraged means. It means that I'm inspired to go somewhere. It's inspired to move. The next word, encouraged to face. To face means that I'm looking at it head on, straight, and I'm not turning my back on. So I'm inspired to look at something head on, straight. The next word is tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm not talking about June 20th. Tomorrow we're talking about the future, what is to come. So now if I break down encouraged to face tomorrow, I am inspired to look head on to what is to come. I'm inspired to look head on to my future. Encouraged to face tomorrow. Now let me say this. There are some things that you must know. Now let me stop. This is not just for the graduates. I'm going to leave that alone. There are some things that you have to know. There are some things that must be done to face tomorrow for you to succeed in life. There are some things you must be ready for and expect to come. My question to you today is, are you ready for tomorrow? Because tomorrow is coming whether you're ready or not. So we need to be encouraged that we have the ability to face tomorrow head on. Now let me show you something. The bag I have on me right now is what I carry through life. This is what is in me. This is what I'm carrying through my life. And there's something that I need in my life for me to make it. And that is confidence. You have to be confident, young people. You have to be able to hold your head up and know with authority that you're able to do things. You have to walk with confidence, walk with authority, and assure that you are able to do what you need to do. But you know, you have to be careful, though, that you don't run in place. And I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Mr. Graves.
Every day I'm shuffling.
There's a reason why I did that. Now, for you young people, I came from Can't Touch This, actually. But as you notice, watch, as I was doing the Running Man, where am I going? Nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. Some of us are expending the same amount of energy as other people are. But the other people, because they are walking with confidence, are moving forward. But we find ourselves standing in place. And here you go, working up the same amount of sweat, causing the same amount of stress, doing the same amount of stuff, but you're stuck in the same place because you don't have any confidence to move on. You have to have confidence. If you're going to put forth the effort, why should you stay in place while everyone else excels? It is important that you put that confidence in your life. You take that confidence and you put it in. You make sure it gets in there. And one thing you got to take out is this word called discouragement. You got to take this out of your life. This discouragement will stop you. It will mess up your confidence. So you take it out your life, and you rip it up, and you keep on moving. The next word I want to discuss is a word called faith. Faith means that I believe in myself. I know I can do it. No matter what, I know that I'm able to do it. Faith is, watch this, this is what faith is. Faith is, I know I'm going to do it and I can't even see it. Because I'm standing on faith. I'm standing that I know that no matter what, I'll be able to get where I need to go. But you know, sometimes things happen in life. Mr. Graves, can you help me out a little bit? This is more about the title. Y'all know this song? That's how we do it, right? Come on, somebody, you know. And we do, you step, step it out. That's what we do. Come on, somebody. All right, Mr. Green, you can hit that. My topic was this. Watch. The song is called Wobble. You see, I got your attention. The song was called Wobble. Wobble to me means shaky. Sometimes some things in your life will get a little bit shaky. It's going to happen. You got to expect that it's going to happen. And when you expect it to happen, when it knocks on your door, you can welcome it and say, I've been expecting you. So you know it's going to come. Sometimes things don't get wobble, but watch this. If I have faith that no matter what happens, I'm still going to do it. Whether your life is wobbly or shaky or not, there is nothing going to stop you from achieving what you need to achieve. Because I have the faith that I'm going to do it. So watch this. Here goes my life, and what am I doing? I'm putting faith in my life. And as I'm putting faith in my life, look what I'm taking out. This word called fear. Fear. Fear is learned. You're not born with it. Fear is learned. Fear. I want to get fear out of my life. I'm not going to be scared to move on. I'm not going to be scared to try new things. I'm not going to be scared to go to school. I'm not going to be scared to get good grades. I'm not going to be scared. There are goals in my life that I need to achieve. And fear is not going to stop me from being successful. So I'm getting fear. I'm ripping it up and it's gone. I no longer want that in my life. But there's another word I need to talk about. And this is the last one I want to say. This is called perseverance. Perseverance means I'm going to keep moving no matter what. I'm going to keep going. I don't care how hard it gets. I don't care how much I sweat. I don't care whether people are against me. No matter what, I'm going to keep on going. Obstacles will be put in front of me. I will find a way around that obstacle to get where I got to go because I am going to persevere in life. Now, you know, there are some things sometimes that will stop you from persevering, and many times those are the things that you really don't need in your life. Mr. Graves, help me out here. Y'all remember this song? Where my 30 and 40-year-olds at? I know somebody here remember that song. And you remember the dance they used to do with this? All right, Mr. Graves. That song was called The Butt. That's what it was called. And I remember I was in 7th grade when that song came out. And when that song came out, all the girls would rush out to the floor, and that's exactly what they would do. But as a male, watch this. That dance wasn't for you. We used to watch. But it wasn't for us. So my point to you, there are some things in life that aren't for you. Just because it made someone else successful, just because it made someone else look good, doesn't mean that it's for you. You need to find what is for you. What is for you is for you. So the same thing that made someone else successful may take you and may destroy you. You are an individual. You have to recognize that. And you have to recognize that because I'm an individual, there are certain things that are for me. Stop looking at other people's lives and start worrying about your own. And when you do that, you'll be able to establish what you need to excel. So I'm going back into this because here we go. I'm putting perseverance in my life because it's so important that I put this in my life. And you know what? I'm going to take out some things that just aren't for me. I'm just going to take it out. Oh my gosh, I don't need these things because they're not for me. Matter of fact, it made my life a lot lighter because I took out some stuff that was weighing me down. Some stuff that really didn't have nothing to do with me. I just needed to get that out of my life. I feel a lot lighter right now. Then in life, there will be times when you have to encourage yourself. There are always going to be people to put you down. And that's why young folk, and I always tell young folk all the time, you better watch who you hang around with. Not everybody in this world, let me keep it real, not everybody in this world wants you to succeed. And because they're not doing nothing and they're failing, they want you to do the same. There's a quote that says, misery loves, come on somebody, loves company. And because they're failing, they want you to fail. Because they're getting F, they want you to get an F. They're going to bring you down. So some things you just need to get out of your life. Some things you need to take out of your life. But when that happens, when people are just putting you down, sometimes you got to encourage yourself. What I mean is sometimes there is nobody to pat you on the back. So what you need to do is just sometimes you just need to take out a mirror and look at yourself and say, self, I know I can do it. Self, I know I'm going to succeed. Self, I know I'm going to achieve. I don't care what anybody says. Self, I'm going to make it. Self, I'm going to graduate. I'm going to get a good job. I'm going to have a nice house. There are some things in my life that I know I'm going to do. I can do it. It is possible to pat your own back. That is one thing that you can do. Come on, somebody. That's why I'm in the church. I'm going to leave you with this last story, and I won't get out your way. There's a story about a camel. And this camel did a lot of work for this farmer. But the farmer started getting tired of the camel and no longer wanted the camel there. But he didn't want to actually go up and attack it and kill it. So what he did was he built a grave. He dug this big hole. And he said, I'm just going to put the camel in there. So he dug the hole and he threw the camel in there. And the camel was looking up at the farmer. And the farmer was looking down at the camel. And the farmer goes and he gets dirt and throws it on the camel while he's there. And it hits the camel, and the camel gets down a little bit more. And the farmer goes and gets some more dirt and throws it on the camel gets hit down just a little bit more. Then the farmer go get some more dirt and threw it on the camel went down to one knee. But the camel started to think and say, wait a second, I'm still breathing. I can still feel my heartbeat. There's some still things going on. So the camel said, wait a second, I'm not going to allow somebody to bury me. So let me tell you what the camel was in the hole, and he started to encourage himself. And so as the farmer threw dirt, I'm going to show you what the camel did. The camel went like this. He shook it off. He stomped it down, and he became a little higher. And then the farmer threw some more dirt on him. The camel shook it off, stepped on it, and got a little higher. The farmer threw some more dirt on him. The camel said, no, I'm going to shake it off. He shook it off, and he got a little higher. And so the farmer threw a little bit more dirt on him, and the camel shook it off. And he got to the point where he was able to step out himself. Well, I'm here to let you know that in life, sometimes people give up on you. In life, sometimes people say that you can't make it. And what they do is they dig this deep hole and they throw you in it. You are only defeated when you say to yourself you're defeated. When you made up in your mind and said I'm defeated, that's when you're defeated. But if you make up in your mind and you say I'm going to make it, then nothing can stop you. So let me say this. Sometimes you will find yourself in that hole, and somebody will come and bring some dirt of discouragement. But I'm here to let you know right now that you can just shake it off and you can move on a little bit higher. Somebody will throw you with some names and everything else, but you just shake it off and get a little bit higher. And they'll throw you with all type of stuff, talking about you, talk about your kids, talk about you and your mom, but you just shake it off and you get a little bit higher to the place where you have been called to reach, to the place where you said I'm going to get there no matter what, to the place that you said I'm going to do it and I'm going to keep on moving. Don't even let anybody put you in a ditch, because you have been called for so much more. Let me say this last thing, is that there is something in common with unsuccessful and successful people. And that is that they both fail. But the difference between unsuccessful and successful people is successful people don't quit. So yes, you're going to fail sometimes, but don't quit. You have to keep on moving. And let me tell you something, this thing called life, if you keep on doing what you need to do, and you keep on going where you need to go, you better believe that you will see the victory in your life. I'm claiming that right now. Victory over all of these 8th graders. That when they go to high school, not only are they going to make it, but they're going to achieve. Not only are they going to achieve, but they're going to achieve high. Not only are they going to achieve high, but you're going to make it far in your life. I'm speaking that in your life right now. And you'll get the victory, but along comes the victory is, well, faith is there too. But along comes victory is success. You can do it. I got faith in you. Your administration has faith in you. The board members have faith in you. Your teachers have faith in you. Your parents